I've done or seen nothing of note. Oh, actually, there is actually legitimate real news from real life.
Oh, I think I know what this might be. Yeah.
Yeah. Prince Philip's died today, isn't he? Or at
Oh
least it was
yeah.
announced today.
Yeah. Didn't
Did
know
you know
him.
him?
No. No. No.
No.
My condolences to the family. Um.
Yes. There
Yes.
we are. That's the news covered.
That's life, or I guess maybe not. But
Well, yeah. I saw someone posted kind of they interrupted all the programming on the BBC to they interrupt this program for a special news announcement, and then it starts off going, Buckingham Palace has announced that, and I was thinking if you were watching TV, you like that to me would say the Queen's died. So do you reckon people were disappointed or relieved?
Oh, could go either way, really, couldn't it? I found some funny, quotes as to why the Fat Controller is called the Fat Controller.
Because he's fat and he's the controller.
Well, yeah, but it's quotes that make him live up to his name in a way. So, twice in the.
Sorry, can I make a prediction?
dear.
Is he
Okay.
like the nanny, the adipose nanny from Partners in Crime, in that he literally controls the fat?
No.
Okay.
No, but in the
Never mind then.
actual sad story of Henry, there's two occasions. Everyone's trying to pull Henry out of the tunnel because he's refusing. And
Right.
it's everyone pulled except the Fat Controller because he said, "My doctor has forbidden me to pull." And then 5 minutes. Well, no, it won't even be that. Each episode of Thomas is 5 minutes long. So a minute or so later, they're trying to push Henry out, and the narrator says, "But he didn't help." My doctor has forbidden me to push, he said.
Neither pushing nor pulling. Damn, what a life.
Yeah. But then there was another one a few episodes later when Thomas accidentally got fish in his boiler.
Oh.
So everyone's having to fish the fish out of his boiler, and they all took turns fishing in Thomas's tanks, while the Fat Controller looked on and told them how to do it.
Oh dear.
He does, yeah. He doesn't do the work, he just tells them how to do it.
That's what being a supervisor's all about. Stand there in a hard hat and look important. I wear a hard hat every day.
And I work from home.
No, it's. I know you overheard me telling someone about my hard helmet, but I just meant the safety equipment. Right, I meant to see if we've got any email.
We've not got mail.
Hi, I'm Toms from Beetroot Lab, a mobile game developer who recently had a mobile game launch together with Conor McGregor. Wow.
Good for you.
Is he a boxer or a UFC man? I can't remember.
I don't know.
He's a UFC man.
I don't know sports.
We're searching for content creators, creative persons, and just people who do amazing things. Oh, I think he sent this to the wrong person.
Oh dear. Oh well.
Oh, the game has apparently already received the Best Strategy Game Award. You know,
it's-
the Best Strategy Game Award.
But because it's a strategy game, that's probably why they sent it to you.
It's like, what award? From whom?
Strategy Game Magazine.
Oh, yeah. Strategy Review.
Oh.
We're looking for long-term relationships. Jesus, I've only just met you. Come on.
Strategy Review is a strategy for you.
This reads so much like a scam. I wonder if it's real. It's a mobile game. I would probably just say the name is Dystopia Contest of Heroes. I'm going to mention it. I'm going to leave this in. But I am going to say that it is a shit game. Yeah. It's the kind of thing, like, even if someone sent in like a genuine offer that wasn't clearly just like a a scatter shot
Yeah.
email tone, I probably would say no anyway because it's just I would never endorse something that I personally didn't like.
Yeah. If it was a game you think you'd play, then maybe, but
I say that now. Let's see if we ever become famous and someone starts knocking on the door with like a 10 grand deal for Raid Shadow Legends, maybe I'll change my tune very quickly.
yeah, very true.
That'd be right, wouldn't it? And and we could, if we just like mention it on a podcast when there's only 2 of us here, then we could just split it 5k each and don't tell the others, and
Yeah.
they'll never hear it.
Don't tell the others; they'll only laugh. No, I like it. We'll have to keep it as quiet as possible then.
Be like, show up to the next.
I hope they don't watch this episode.
We should show up to the next like D&D or whenever we meet up in person, just wearing like a load of golden rings and chains.
Blinged out to the masses. Just coming in with like 5 decks of Pokemon cards each.
Yeah.
Or Pokemon, Digimon, every other card game you can think of.
I love how that's the measure of wealth.
With Richard, it is.
Oh yeah, I'd have to like just like whip out a like a massive Warhammer model or something, or just use it to wipe my nose and put it back in. Just to flaunt my extravagant wealth.
You bring out a big Warhammer model, use a lighter to set that on fire, and then use that to light a cigarette. You just used the lighter in the first place, but that wouldn't be. There's
That's not
no
how
fun
the-
in that.
No. What's the point in up to $5,000 if you can't use it to set fire to Warhammer models that you use to light a cigar?
Yeah. Oh dear.
Those models aren't even flammable. How are you doing that? Money talks. Oh dear. Well, I feel like, Ozzy, we must be getting somewhere if Beetroot Lab, who's partnered with Conor McGregor, are sending us emails.
Wow. Okay. True.
Conor McGregor's a UFC man. He's number 6 in the UFC lightweight rankings, Ozzy.
What's UFK again? Is that boxing?
Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Fighting. Okay.
Mixed martial arts.
Okay.
I'm sure he's done boxing. Oh yeah, here we
I
are.
mean, if it's mixed martial arts, you could expect everything to be in there.
Yeah. In his debut boxing match, he was defeated by Floyd Mayweather Jr. Well, there we are.
Oh, okay.
He's got so much money. We ought to take some of his money. That's how it works.
I mean, it's your channel.
No, this isn't. Like, number one.
Wait,
I mean,
hold on. Have they specified what channel they want you to do it on?
no, they haven't
you-
actually.
Could you just do like an ad for it on like Misty Trees or something, but get all the money for it 'cause they wanted it on like your big channel, but no one actually sees it.
I mean, I forgot that actually this is the same email I have on my EU4 videos, isn't it? Because I was just thinking, part of the reason I'm not taking it seriously is because I know that, like, in Inaudible, we are nowhere near at the stage where people would be doing these sorts of deals, which is why I treated it like a joke. But because it says, like, what's in it for you? Truly the best deal in the gaming industry. That to me just says it's all bollocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that I think about it, maybe they emailed from EU4. Oh well.
But they didn't specify for EU4.
They didn't.
So, boo to them.
Well, there we are. It's well. I feel like that's probably potentially the most genuine email we've had so far. Because
Still-
it is a strategy game, so I feel like they
Yeah.
could have actually picked me out. Not for any good reason. They might have just done like a search for strategy games and just picked out the top 500,000 people.
Yeah, true, true.
But that's better than all the shit that's come before.
Just we'll save that one in our reserved files, and we'll maybe come back to it in a couple of months.
I tell you what
see
I'll do.
where it goes.
I'll put a little star on it in Gmail. There we are. I'll never read it again, but I'll give it that that honor.
It got a bit of recognition at least.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, we actually read it out on the podcast. So
Oh,
I
there we
mean,
go. Yeah.
up to 3 people might hear about this game,
Yeah.
which is co-founded by Conor McGregor, who's number 6 in the UFC lightweight rankings.
And all 3 of those people are 3 members of the podcast in general.
Yeah, and up to 3. There's me when I edit it. There's a Pantstool, and
yeah.
there's you if you do listen to it. And
I
that's it.
do most of them, yeah. I don't
So
always get through the whole thing, but I'll usually listen and skim.
Because I know that I cannot count on the others. It'd be my fucking luck that this is the one they listen to. Oh dear.
Wow.
Well, here we are then. So now that we're best friends with Conor McGregor, number 6 in the world in the lightweight UFC rankings,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I feel we can really leverage this and open some new verticals.
Oh.
And maybe some horizontals as well. No diagonals though. We're not crooks.
No. When all the crooks go to nocturnally, not diagonally.
True. That's a good point. So, what direction is nocturne in? Is it nighttime?
It's night, yeah.
Yeah.
Not nocturnally, diagonally.
Like a nighttime bishop.
We just got to think of like other Wizarding World alleys that end in alley.
Exception alley.
Exception alley, yeah.
Um,
Fine alley.
Yeah. Dism alley.
Purposeful alley.
McBeal alley.
Baba alley. Wow.
Oh, I did. If oh no, it won't be in the video. Never mind.
Well,
I'll mention it anyway. The box that that delivery came in during the D&D. Do you remember that had like anime girls all around the outside of it? Yeah, it's actually a good box. They put the divider in there as well. Like they taken the divider out, but like laid it flat. So I'm actually using it to store cards in now. It's a nice little box. So it was quite good of them to send it in that.
It is a display box sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, nice.
Don't know if I can ever look that postman in the eye again though.
Because were you wearing the Slytherin robes
No.
as he? No.
This is it. For the benefit of the tape, I was in the Slytherin robe and the Slytherin tie, and before I got to the door, I took both of them off because I thought I don't want to look like a weirdo. And then he hands me this box that's just covered in like
Clad in anime girls.
the most anime girls you could think of. No, not the most, because they haven't got the tits out. That's normally how they go, isn't it?
Rich said they were like from Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
They are, yeah. So
yeah.
all the labels on the packing tape came off really easily. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Jewel Devastator box.
Oh. Well, there we go. You might as well have just kept the robes on and gone the whole hog, hadn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, maybe the postman was jealous. He was like, "Oh, why'd you get in this box?"
Did you add a nice little jiggle in his van on the way to drive?
I wondered what that stain was.
Yeah.
I thought it was just sticky from the tape that was round it, but
Oh yeah, yeah. They use that like special glue stuff under the tape to make sure the tape doesn't come off too easily.
By special glue, do you mean spunk?
Yes, yeah.
Oh dear.
Then you call it your special glue?
No.
Can your spunk not hold up an entire cabinet?
I used it to put the wallpaper up.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
My
why my
room's-
walls have like that weird hard sheen to them.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't buy PVA glue to make paper mache. I just-
Yes, what a waste. Use what nature gave you. After a suitable
Right.
recovery time.
yeah. Normally about 4 hours is a decent recovery time.
Oh man. Digimon World.
Digimon World. It's not even Digimon World. It's just
It-
another cycle to add to the many cycles of
It-
cycles.
Yeah, it's not Digimon World, but it counts.
Yeah.
I do like how it does feel like the whole Digidementia is a real thing. Like we actually started to infect Rich.
I mean, if there was any way, card games would have definitely been the
Yeah.
way to go. Yeah. But from there, we've kind of managed now. Like the card game was us kind of introducing the Dimension in a way. It was sort of like the passing on of the virus.
Yeah.
And from there, it's kind of started to grow, and we've managed to get him into the MMO for one go.
He's got like the like modern Malamyotismon seeds in him.
Yeah.
We're Malamyotismon in this.
The dark spores.
That's the one, yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot what it was called.
that was O2 was my series.
Yeah.
And I think reason for that possibly was because when Adventure was out, we were still sort of primary school, really quite.
Mm.
We were still quite young. When O2 came out, we were kind of year 6 to year 7, so we were
See, I
kind of
don't-
understanding it a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw much of O2 when it came out.
Oh, too.
Where as opposed to Tamers, which I used to watch kind of, when it came out on Jetix or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I
I know you
I
went
think-
back to gamers though, didn't you, as well, when you were
yeah,
a
so
little bit older.
the summer holidays finished partway through Tamers, and it was on at like 3 or half 3 or something. So when I went back to school after the summer holidays, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Ah,
It was probably on at another time, but when kids are stupid. So and then in sixth form, I went back and watched it all again, and so that's why I
finished
remember that one. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I like O2. I'd say O2 isn't as deep as, say, like Tamers gets,
Hmm.
but O2 I found was a lot. It was fun. It was really fun.
Tamers is the one that people can say, no, actually, Digimon can be quite adult at times. It's not a children's show.
I mean, you could kind of still say that just about Adventure.
Yeah. That's what's so great about Digimon. I mean, we've said this many, many times, but it's
Yeah.
worth saying again. It's like actual characters and kids and people.
Well, I mean,
it's great.
and risks.
And what?
Risks.
Ah, I thought you said Ricks. I was like, who's Rick?
Rick. Yeah, but no, like Digimon actually, not necessarily if they're in the digital world, but we get deaths when Digimon are in our world, and
Yep.
they're Digimon. When certain Digimon die, they don't come back.
That just reminds me of one of our quotes from one of the many Digimon World series is, when Digimon don't die. No, this one does. Yeah, Digimon. If anyone listening hasn't watched any Digimen, get on it. We haven't
Yeah.
seen the latest Adventure
And
2020, but
If
we
you are
can't comment on
listening,
that.
and no, true. But if you are listening and you believe Digimon is just a rip off of Pokemon, stop listening. We don't want you here.
Yeah, leave now.
You go.
Leave me. As Darth Vader might say.
'Cause that's the only reason people ever give for not having watched it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was Pokemon. Have you watched it to see? No. Well, there we go.
I wonder what if the reception would have been very different if they'd have given it a different name that didn't have Mon at the end.
Or if they'd have literally just called it Digital Monsters.
Mm.
Maybe like in the episodes they still refer to themselves as Digimon, but if the title had been Digital Monsters or something.
That's the thing though, because it was kind of at the height of Pokemania. I feel like maybe it wouldn't have been as popular if they hadn't have called it Digimon, because it kind of did ride on the coattails there, didn't it?
Yeah.
By calling and if they hadn't done that, maybe not as many people would have seen it.
True.
I think they rode on Pokemon's coattails, but it's not a rip-off by any stretch of the imagination.
No. I mean, the titling literally is the only real connection.
There's so many people that don't know that it was Tamagotchis as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? It was Tamagotchi for boys.
Tamagotchis that could rip each other's throats out, basically.
Exactly, that's what boys want.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest problems with lockdown and not seeing anyone in person is I have to stop myself from ripping my own throat out.
I can't do it to other people.
Yeah.
Now that lockdowns happen, they're starting to become an overpopulation problem.
Oh yeah, well we'll have to start culling.
Yeah.
Collect the tithe.
Collect the ties,
And the mats.
and the mats, and the hats, and the coats.
Yep, and the
shoes.
scraffs.
Well,
Well, yeah, anyway. So, I think that's probably enough from us for this week.
oh, is it? Yeah.
I reckon so. We've
Maybe.
Spokane. Spokane is in North America, but I can't remember whether it's America or Canada. We've Spokane enough about shit and or come. So we'll leave it there. And we've said it was a classic Aussie and Christian podcast where we basically just repeated everything we've already said
Well, yeah.
and slagged the others off.
Yeah. we spent a little bit of time talking about Thomas. Then we just resorted to the good old classics. Digimon. A bit of random nonsense.
I'd say we haven't mentioned biscuits this episode.
Oh.
And I will say I'm fully converted to the Little Own Brand Hobnob over the Little Own Brand Digestive. Chocolate Digestive. Chocolate Hobnob as well. They're good. They got a crunch to them. And then it's like and when you dunk it, the mix of the moist and the crunch is a good mouthfeel.
Ooh. Crunchy goodness.
Yes.
Crunchy goo.
Crunchy goo, yes.
Yes. I'll hit you in the goo yes in a minute.
No. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to let someone know who doesn't already know about it. Rate us 5 stars on iTunes, if that is even a thing anymore. I don't know if it is or not. If you're listening on the one that's in India, Ghana, I don't know what you do on that, but do something on it. Ghana.
Oh no, wait, 2 things we haven't done in the checklist. We haven't dissed Chibnall and we haven't bigged up Big Finish.
Oh, of course, yeah. So,
Chibnall.
Chibnall's right. The director's going
Big Finish
in.
is better.
Big Finish is amazing.
better, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Great, there we are. Perfect. We've met our
Number
quota.
of
The directors
days.
will be happy.
Number of days since dissing Chibnall? 0.
It's like there's that kind of rumor or myth or theory that the BBC have to use the Daleks once every series in order to keep the license. Like we have to slag off Chibnall once every week.
once every month or something at least.
Because otherwise we'll lose our Doctor Who license.
Yeah. our we'll lose the rights to big up Big Finish if we don't diss Chibnall.
Oh man. You can email us contact@invisibletower.net. You can tweet me at Invisible Tower. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video. And if you're the number 5 or above, ranked UFC lightweight fighter. We'd be interested in sponsorship deals because, you know, you're better than Conor McGregor. Come on.
I mean, you did win, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Floyd Mayweather. That's the one we want. We'll set it for no less than Floyd Mayweather. Anyway, thanks for listening. Stroke watching. Stroke tasting. See you next time.
Thanks for stroking us.
Thanks for stroking our ears with your listening tongue. See you next time.
No, it would be the opposite way round.
Yeah, that's why I paused and got confused.
Yeah. Thank you for stroking our tongues with your listening ears.
Yes, exactly. What a horrible image. I just pictured someone like, you know, like the alien in Alien, when it's got like the little mouth inside the mouth. Like the little ear comes out someone's ear and like clamps around our tongue. Yeah, anyway, bye.
And that's not all.
I love that line. Raxacorgophallopatorius. Great, we can write him a letter.
Yeah. They were good episodes. I don't know why
Yeah.
everyone this is on. I mean, yeah, they fart, but if you ignore the farting, the Slovene episodes were really fun.
That's literally all it is. That's what people...
Yeah.
Oh, these
And I
episodes
mean-
are a bit childish.
Yeah, true.
That's what people say.
Sarah Jane Adventures did great episodes with the Slovene as well.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know if people, I don't know if Jackie rubs people up the wrong way as well or something. But I think maybe.
I mean, yeah, you can see it, but you can kind of guess why.
Yeah,
This 40-year-old looking bloke has took your 19-year-old daughter away for a year. They've come back and they start acting as if nothing's happened.
yeah. That's one of the
Like-
reasons I really like those episodes, is because of that. And you
There's,
get like
there's actual consequences
Yeah.
for the Doctor's actions, yeah.
and like Mickey being a murder suspect and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's because that would happen.
It's like, I think somebody owes you an apology. Not you.
It's not like Ian and Barbara where they just show up a year later or something and like nothing is ever made of it.
Yeah. They're just dropped off. Been like 3 years since they've been on Earth, but oh
I
well.
me- If I remember rightly,
Yeah.
they have a happy little montage of riding the bus or something. And I remember watching it thinking, but they don't have jobs anymore? Do they still have houses?
Yeah. It's like,
What are they do?
what did this whole thing?
Yeah.
I mean, and not only did they disappear on one day, so did a student. And
Yeah.
so did these two
Oh.
teachers go off, kidnap a student,
And they just show up.
and disappear? And then they just show up a year later without the student.
Oh, I wonder if Big Finish
Oh.
has ever dealt with that.
Shit, yeah. Do you think, like, that's why you don't hear from Barbara and Ian afterwards? Because they've been locked up for kidnapping Susan.
They died in prison.
Yeah, kidnapping, murdering Susan. It was like this. It was like a couple type thing.
Yeah.
They followed a teenager to a junkyard, kidnapped her, was never seen for like a year or two, and then suddenly return. They're gonna be fucked.
I didn't
Oh
think
no,
of
no.
that.
What would people say? It's like, oh no, it's fine. We dropped her off in the year 2150 odd.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Just wait, she'll show up again.
Yeah, yeah. You might have already been. Well, no, you certainly be dead by then. But just wait.
That's all.